Welcome to the Silent Line. Boogity boogity. It's Armored Core 3 Silent Line. The expansion to Armored Core 3. And we're going to play some of it today. Because I want to show off my different robots. We got this guy. Corsair Gamma. He's got a hover. He's got a bazooka. We got Corsair Beta. He's a big tank. And we got Corsair Alpha, who is your regular red-blooded American robot mech with a laser sword, laser rifle, some missiles. But we're going to be using this one for this next mission.
Our scientists are hard at work refining what could be a revolutionary breakthrough in generator enhancement. We'd like you to participate in the next round of tests. The technology is still at an early stage of development, but the prospects are encouraging. What AC pilot wouldn't enjoy expanded generator capacity and reduced energy consumption?
I would like both of those things.
Should research efforts pan out as we expect them to, the breakthrough would open avenues in AC development previously thought to be unattainable. The test will be conducted under conditions that normally push generators to their limits: aerial combat and maneuvers. The tests consist of two parts: missile avoidance and combat actions against targets we will designate. We expect you to push your performance levels to the limit.
So that's why we're going with the floaty float.
Test preparations are almost complete. We'll start with missiles. Do your best to avoid being hit. At no time are you allowed to fire back on our units.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Begin.
So I'm just going to avoid all the missiles by doing this.
Session results recorded. Let's continue. Commence your attack.
Look at me, I'm flying. Float. It's a big robot. I shoot it. That was good, because I was about to get knocked out of the area.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
That's good. I did it. So that's what a floaty float armored core can do. Apparently only still worth a C, though. Alright, let's take the big boy out.
A few hours ago, a major malfunction was registered by the system setup to monitor operations at all of our AI-controlled fortresses. The cause remains unknown. The problem is affecting all AI-controlled equipment, from mobile defense units to stationary security devices. Everything has gone haywire. Emergency strike teams have been dispatched to those facilities where the problem is most widespread, but the initial feedback we're receiving from them is not encouraging. Fortress NK-432 is the facility proving most difficult to recapture. One attempt already failed, and we're hesitant to squander more of our assets on another try. What we require is the expertise that only a Raven can offer. Please head to the fortress and destroy the AI mainframe computer. A Raven familiar with the facility will accompany you.
Yeah. Recommended Raven rank A. So not me.
The mainframe computer lies deep within. You'll cover ground faster if you split up. The entire fort is controlled by the computer. Advance with care. Roger.
How dare you?
Cannot unlock gate.
just chug along with my giant tank, hanging out. Boo. Hmm. So I bet there was a hidden part in here. It's probably gone now. It's fine, we didn't need it. Maybe now I can go up here? Is that what this is? Yes.
Energy surge detected. Move fast, Raven.
I'm moving as fast as I can. You didn't tell me to come fast.
Destroy the controls on the wall to open the gate.
Raven! Do you copy? I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls! I'm under attack! Hurry!
Ooh, ooh. Oh, there you are. Boop, boop, boop.
Lock released. Moving up.
It's fine. Just have an AC that is impossible to kill.
Raven, I'll destroy the controls here. That should open the gate. Hang in there.
Oh, hello. Let me turn on the game a little bit. Hello, and welcome to the future.
Stream. I never played this one. I'm curious to see. I'm gonna guess it's a lot like Armored Core 3.
Yeah. It might have the same interface and everything, because that's just how these games roll.
Yeah. New mic?
Should be open. Move up.
There we go.
Sound a bit different.
Unmanned AC. Raven, open fire.
Oh no. An unmanned AC.
Armored Core is so fucking cool.
Yep.
Something tells me this is running better than this game is supposed to run.
What? What would ever give you that idea? Anyway, get down. I need to shoot you.
It's silky smooth FPS.
Raven, I'm here.
Oh, hey. Wait, you're not the person I need to shoot. Fuck.
So how you doing?
Ugh.
You feeling okay?
No.
No.
I just died. I could always reload my save and redo that mission.
But you've learned, have you not, that it doesn't really matter?
No, but it does.
You're piloting.
I just need to switch that spread bazooka for something better.
So Armored Core 6 is supposed to be after some sort of catastrophe, right?
Most of them are, seemingly.
Okay, but this is like the big one?
That one,
Like-
it's on a different planet.
Oh, okay.
And so it's this ruined planet that a bunch of corporations are like, well, we still gotta strip mine it for all it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid fire energy shotgun.
So how do you feel about Tomba, Braden?
My memories of Tomba are entirely resultant from watching other people who had PlayStations play Tomba, and so they are hazy and indistinct.
My memory of Tomba is it goes at a good clip until you get late in the game and have to start going back everywhere in a weird, like, labyrinth of a way, and just like, oh, you got this item. Where is this relevant? Do you remember? No? Better go. I'm not the biggest Tomba fan. I don't hate it, but
How do you feel about Tomba 2?
I played the demo a few times on a demo disc. It's 3D. 3 dimensions.
Alright, what if... we switched out...
Yes, where the hell do I go? The Tomba story.
let's switch out this machine gun for a howitzer.
I do generally believe that the back third of that game is just miserable. I think we can all agree that all parts of Gex are terrible.
Yeah. I look forward to...
Just Brian losing her fucking mind.
Yeah. And then there's that game that's like a weird tribute to the CDI Zelda games. I have
don't know
no
what
idea
that
what Limited
is.
Run Games is doing.
Trying to make some money.
Apparently so.
Mainframe computer lies deep within. You'll cover ground faster if you split up. The entire fort is controlled by the computer. Advance with care. Roger.
I'm playing Vermintide at the moment, shocker, and
Yeah.
I've run into one of those players on Legendary that is so absurdly good that they're able to solo it entirely by themselves.
Hmm.
This is one I've never met before. I know the names of most of them. And it's just a Barden, and they're just killing everything very easily.
But yeah, I have no feelings on Tomba. It's one of those games that people who were kids and had PlayStations seem to think fondly of.
They espouse a love for it that you just can't understand.
Nah,
You refuse to understand.
that's
I
right.
understand.
I'm just like, I can't.
A hater.
Yeah, I'm a hater. I'm a Tomba hater. I'm like, I'm one of the pigs who hates the Tomba. Anyway, now I'm trapped between these boxes. Oh, I didn't blow the entire thing up. Now I did. I don't know how you're supposed to get that part. I don't care anymore. I just need to keep my armor up for that fight at the end. Because, here's the thing with the big tank tread ACs. They're not very good at dodging.
No, they're meant to take hits.
Yeah. And so that's how I've gotten through the last couple areas of the arena, let's say, is by
taking the hits and saying fuck you.
By out-damaging them and going, fuck you, I'm going to destroy you before you can touch me. And that works.
Yeah, I would assume it would. That was never the way I played those. Like, I experimented with tank treads, but I just found the mobility to be so much better. See, what if instead of getting hit, you just never get hit?
See, that works sometimes, but then I have to learn how to get good at not getting hit.
From my understanding, getting good is the perennial.
But alas.
Destroy the controls on the wall to open the gate.
Raven! Do you copy? I can't advance until you've destroyed the controls! I'm under attack! Hurry! Lock released. Moving up. Raven, I'll destroy the controls here. That should open the gate. Hang in there.
Can't become the Uberite 6. They cut the damage to the brand.
Yeah.
God damn it, this is a good game.
The gate should be open. Move up.
Who did the Medieval remake?
Raven,
That wasn't limited run games as well, was it?
No. That was internally at Sony, I think. Oh, did we do it? Did we actually do it?
It's called Other Ocean Emeryville?
Yeah, Other Ocean. There we go.
Oh, you've been rated.
Oh. Hello. I'm the expert robot pilot. Look at this D rank.
Lifetime Armored Core fan. You've played them since the beginning.
Yep, that's me.
Back in the 90s.
Yep, back in the 90s, you know me. I was Armored Corin, just like in Fire Emblem.
I was going to say, is that your FE crossover?
Yeah. I got an arm part.
You've got a weird, creepy, incestuous sister.
Oh, look at this. It's a big old missile arms. That's cool. Anyway, welcome to the expert level video game stream, where I stream video games at an expert level, such as this, Armored Core, Silent Line.
You've never played a video game poorly before.
No, I've never played a video game poorly on stream.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, you've only just started playing these games, and you've beaten a number of them.
Yeah.
I would feel good about that.
I've played Dark Souls.
These games, I would say, are significantly harder than any Dark Souls game.
Armored Core 2 was a fucker.
Yeah, Armored Core 2 also starts off as a fucker. There's a level in like a subterranean like highway and like
Yep.
lava. I remember struggling so much
Yep.
with that as a kid.
Yeah. Because that game, you get stun locked a lot more.
Raven, if you've received this request, you are one of the select few chosen to assist us on an upcoming assignment. Our objective is to remove the
See, in a previous mission, I had to help them take the satellite cannon, but oh whoops, it's gone haywire.
The systems that operate the cannon are malfunctioning, and it's creating havoc on the planet's surface. Your goal is to locate the generators that supply energy to the cannon and destroy them. We only have one shot at it.
Alright, we're gonna stick with the tank, because
Tanks are good.
aerial maneuverability is for people whose videos I see online and go, yeah, I'm never gonna be that good at bunny hopping. I do like the floaty legs.
When am I going to get you to play Mission 3?
I'm moving up.
I own it.
Requesting mission up.
Okay, what if we blended your loves of both mechs and tactics?
Uh-huh. You're saying perhaps on a let's say a weekly basis, a Sunday night?
Who would do that?
I don't know. Oh, these things just have a shitload of energy resistance, huh?
They're everywhere. I can't move.
No, it's fine.
I need an update. What's our status?
So how far are you into this? How many hours you put into
This is I think near the end because everything's gone haywire. Obviously, I imported from 3, so I have a shitload of money, which is why I have 3 separate ACs that are fairly differently kitted out.
I didn't know you could do that.
They're everywhere.
It's locked. Raven, I'll see if I can unlock it from here.
But, you see, here's the fun thing about having a tank, is, you can just shoot those back weapons whenever you want.
I got it, Raven. You can move up.
I'm going after the generators now.
Oh, that guy is ahead of me in the arena.
Better kill
We
him.
have to hurry.
Yeah. Yeah, I in AC 1 and 2, I used quad.
Enemy AC detected. Watch out.
Alright, well...
I forget, do you ever actually have to do the arena stuff to progress in the game?
No, you do in Master Arena, for obvious reasons.
It's like Ratchet and Clank deadlocks.
Yeah, Ratchet Deadlocks, everyone's
Everybody's
favorite.
favorite.
Oh, God. Anyway, I'll just, you go get him, Shade. I'll blow these up. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, darn. Anyway. Don't mind me. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm sure I'd get a cool part. But oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
You just do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, the game loves letting you do it again.
Once you reload.
Yeah, once I reload.
It's the Armored Core experience.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is one of those things where once you get to a certain point in the story with all these games, it's just a straight up game over when you lose and you gotta reload. Because they're like, these are the end game story missions. I mean, I could switch to a different AC instead of going Mr. Heavy Tank.
Yeah, changing ACs that's the game.
Yeah. Look at this, I got 3. Let's see, what does this one have?
So are you planning on playing all of them?
Probably not.
Okay, I was going to say, because you've played most of them.
I didn't play Another Age.
I think you're going to play every single one of these before 6 comes out.
Well,
I feel like if you weren't going to, you wouldn't have played this many.
look, I have the Moonlight Greatsword. It's very heavy.
Oh, right, they put that in all of them, don't they?
Yeah? I did buy the only AC games that are legally available on a digital platform are Verdict Day and the original, and then the PSP versions of 3 Silent Line, Nexus, and Last Raven.
The PSP versions of games always the
Yeah, always the ideal way of playing.
yeah.
The PlayStation Portable, a platform that definitely
It's the perfect gameplay machine.
Yeah, it's. You see, listen here, young'uns. Back before there was a Nintendo Switch,
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
there was.
Gate lock released. I'm moving up. Requesting mission update. Everything okay?
There was the PlayStation Portable, which was like the Nintendo Switch of its time, really.
I need an update. What's our status?
But yeah, I found some use in like the rockets that you just blind fire. Oh, weird.
AC detected. Watch out.
Oh, he's got. Oh, weird.
Enemy AC detected. Watch out.
How's your heat management?
I played a little bit of Nexus, which is the first one where, like, activating your boosters will start fucking up your heat gauge, and that one makes it seem a lot harder to deal with.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I was about to say I'd really love to see an Armored Core go more in the realm of mechs over mecha, because it's always been kind of straddling a line, but I guess that's just Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Just play Mech Warrior. I've heard 5 is good.
Yeah.
Have you heard otherwise? Or is it just-
I
is
hear
that
it's
another
good
series
with
you're not familiar
mods.
with? Okay.
I'm still not rank A, huh? I'm not efficient enough to be a Raven rank A. So I can't challenge the A-ranked Ravens in the arena.
No, you ain't shit still.
No. They're like, this guy just
It's
uses cheese
Miyazaki.
tactics. Yeah. It's me,
Doesn't know
Hidetaka
what he's doing.
Miyazaki.
What's those weird blue letters on the top of the screen? Oh, they faded. I guess it must be enough.
Yeah.
Going back to tanks.
Yeah. Going back to big tanks.
That's your standby?
So for all of AC3, I forced myself to not use quadruped or tank legs. So I actually got okay at, like, aerial maneuvering.
That's where it's at, man.
But now I'm just like, what if I just gave up? And
It's not giving up.
Had a
You know what you
bazooka.
like.
From each of the corporations.
And you do what you like.
Each of the corporations is interested in conducting a survey of the
It makes you
unexplored
feel
region.
good.
Little is known about the area, but a cursory examination revealed that it is being patrolled in order to conduct the...
But yeah, I like the
I like the murder.
I like the quad legs, I think,
Quadrupeds are cool.
because you still have some level of speed. But you can also fire chain guns while moving. Not in the air, but if I want to do that.
System engaged.
Oh, look, it's the jet that was shot down at the beginning of the intro.
They seem to be protecting something. Raven, watch yourself.
Yeah, watch that. Nerd. Just go in like that.
I'm afraid the new one's just going to be too soulsy.
For better or worse, those are the games they've been making for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
But
what
you
if
know,
they
like,
made
even
things like
Verdict
this?
Day was, what, 2013? So that's only 10 years ago. Don't think about it.
That's fine.
It does seem like, at the very least, like, their explicit boss fights are definitely a little more soulsy, with, like, enemies will have cues.
Sure. I'm okay for that for bosses, but I kind of hope that the majority of just encounters are just interesting fights like they've had in these games. Listen, if I'm not killing people who are on strike, then am I even playing an Armored Core?
Yeah, if I'm not disrupting labor action with robot treads.
If I'm not Cyber Pinkerton, what are we doing? I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, this is they quail at my feet.
They should.
I bet there's oh. S rank. Now
Nice.
they appreciate me.
But what have you done for me lately? What have you done for the Ravens lately?
I blew up a bunch of unmanned MTs.
More people in there.
Oh, there's a robot fortress that we've got to stop. I'll say, you can also tell where the Dark Souls style of evocative and illusion-based storytelling instead of explaining shit comes from.
I mean, they've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
You can go back to the original King's Field, and there's an NPC you can talk to within the first 5 seconds who just does the straight up like Souls bullshit of every time you talk to him it's a different thing and you get exhausted Souls dialogue.
What a strange occurrence for you to be here. You know, the last Armored Corps who came here went mad. Alright. I have a shitload of money. What if I bought something stupid?
I approve.
Pulse cannon, rapid fire pulse cannon. Long range laser cannon. Shoulder mounted laser cannon. Yeah, let's buy the 130,000 credit pulse cannon. We don't need that. Chain gun. Oh no, it's too heavy. Gonna have to switch the bazooka out for something lighter.
I'm a fan of just a precision rifle.
Yeah.
And a big beam saber.
I'm gonna go with the high capacity machine gun.
Preparations are being made for a massive assault on an old fortress discovered by one of our recon teams. Our mission objective is to destroy the reactor core that provides power to the facility. Once the investigation begins, it is hoped that we can uncover information. We must be proactive in our search for answers. Aside from the fact that a reactor core powers the fortress,
Ravens, spread out. We don't know the exact location of the reactor core. Destroying the core is top priority. Let's move.
System engaged.
Alright.
Sector A01, clear.
Roger. Keep looking.
Sector A18 clear. It's impassable.
Sector MO8 clear. There's nothing here. Sector N16 clear. No sign yet.
Enemy down. Where to next?
We're getting a McDonald's ad.
Oh, McDonald's. Yes. The Grimace Shake.
What is it with fast food commercials lately and just showing close-ups of people messily eating food?
That's the style now.
I feel like we're just pushing towards eventually here's just an open mouth with chewed food in it. Taco Bell. I disapprove.
Okay, yeah, this plasma cannon seems pretty good.
Sector C24 clear. Copy that. Keep moving.
Sector N04 clear.
Roger that. Continue your search. Sector C30 clear. Something is wrong with my AC though.
Sector M20. Enemy spotted.
All Ravens. Wallace is down.
Are you keeping your core armored?
Are you keeping your mic hot?
Oh, is my audio bad?
Your mic's pretty hot. Welcome Welcome to the future. The silent line, they call it.
System engaged.
Oh, this is one of those missions where they refill your ammo.
Enemy targets ahead.
There's
That's
more to do.
how you know it's real shit.
Very quiet.
Now you're quiet.
Out of ammo, pulling out.
I copy that, Firebird. Clear out.
Anyway, how are you doing, Borgmaster?
I'm trying to get this audio to work properly. That's how I'm doing.
Were you summoned here by the threat of plumbers don't wear ties talk?
Yes, I realize that I need to hurry if I'm actually going to do it. Because that was going to be my next stream. If and when I stream again.
Ravens, we just lost barbed wire.
Does anybody actually give a shit about that, or is it just like a thing people pretend to care
So,
about?
the thing I'll say is, at the very least, it seems like that re-release is doing the due diligence. In as much as it seems like they have interviews with James Rolfe and the AVGN, and also the lady who plays the lady in
Oh yeah,
Plumbers
because she
Don't
was
Wear Ties.
an original Glow Girl, I think.
This feels like a non-answer.
But in terms of should anyone care about Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, no. It's a weird garbage multimedia product whose existence is mostly just like really funny. Because the 3DO in general is just a creation of multimedia types going.
This
Ow.
is the future.
CD-ROMs.
Raven, that's the only sector that hasn't been searched.
Alright.
Hey man, CD-ROMs are the future. I still believe.
We're all in a pit. We've moved beyond them.
No, now HD DVDs time is now.
Retreating. My energy gauge.
We can't pass over zip disks like this. I refuse.
I can.
There is a zip drive somewhere in my dad's house. And there's a disc somewhere that my brother filled with absolute shit ton of NES ROM.
That's the.
Listen, we had all these emulator things on old floppy disks. You gotta put them on the new tech.
Yeah, so you can.
You play Mega Man 2 on the zip disk. The only way. The only way anybody was ever supposed to play Mega Man 2.
Yeah. No other way to play Mega Man.
And my untranslated ROM of Final Fantasy 3 and Pokemon Green.
Got this great fan translation for Final Fantasy V. Stars a guy named Butts. Okay, I finally got to an A rank Raven. So now I can... I can finally win the last 3 arena fights. On what
Will you
appears to
feel
be
complete, Ben?
the last mission or the second to last mission.
But will you feel complete?
Well, apparently I'm only 40% complete.
Great.
Yeah, this seems like the last mission.
Nice.
Which means the time is
The
now
video game.
to destroy Shade. Look at this guy. He's got 2 shotguns. Know what I have?
3?
No, I have a plasma cannon.
Oh. It's like a shotgun, but bigger.
Oh, I accidentally dropped my rifle. I love it when the button can... Because this is definitely the first one that lets you just drop your items.
Oh, I never liked arena fights that were just a big open area. I liked obstacles.
Yeah, that might be the way to go here. Because I don't need people who can dodge. I need people who can sit there and take it in the face.
What was it? In 2, wasn't there a level that had like something equivalent to like the Arc of Triumph or something?
Yeah.
I did that. That's where I did all my I just cheese stuff.
Wait, hold on. So how many Armored Core games are just arena modes?
1.
Yeah, just 1.
Ninebreaker is the one that is just arena fights, basically, and that seems like the one I'm gonna skip.
Oh, so you're skipping 1.
I already skipped Master of Arena, and
Oh, was Master of Arena not all arena fights?
no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Master of Arena has, like...
Brilliant story.
It puts the arena progression as part of the main story. Alright, what does this guy have? He's got a chain gun, looks like. Yeah, I don't want you to jump around, so we're gonna fight in the parking lot. Because, I don't need to jump in the parking lot.
You ever seen, what is it, Middleditch and Schwartz?
What?
It's an improv thing on Netflix starring Ben Schwartz and the guy who's of a name I can't remember.
Thomas Middleditch, perhaps?
Yes. First episode is about a parking lot wedding.
Isn't Thomas Middleditch like a weird creep?
I have no idea, but I believe it. He plays some weird characters. It's very funny.
I play the game of which comedian is not canceled. My favorite game.
I had never heard of him before the show.
He was on Silicon Valley.
I've never watched it.
Oh, that guy.
All right.
Yeah, I think he is supposed to be a creep.
He sexually harassed women at Cloak and Dagger Los Angeles-based goth club.
Okay.
What? It's like, okay, this is a very serious sentence until you get to the.
Okay.
That's not good, but.
Alright, what is this new? Oh!
Okay, I was wondering why they only had a few episodes of that on Netflix. Maybe this is why.
Okay, well, that core should be useful on the floaty one, probably. Otherwise, I'm gonna fight the last guy in the arena, and I'm gonna win by shooting him.
The way you're describing it, Armored Core sounds basically like a more convoluted version of Cyber Sled. A less honest version.
Yes, Cyber Sled.
Yeah.
It's on the lips and of every man, woman, and child. And
yeah, I reference everybody will understand.
Yeah,
of course.
Cyber Sled.
Yeah, I mean everyone's played it, right?
Anyway, this is the final boss.
Of the arena, not the game. It's just some dude.
Yeah. Sure is.
Alright, okay, well he's working out a bit, but...
Yeah, except I have way more armor than he does, so blah.
Alright.
So your core is more armored than your opponent's core.
Yeah, that's I played all of AC3 honestly, using 2 legs like a human. Alright, let's...
By AC3, you mean Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah, Ace Combat 3.
Oh, yeah.
The worst Ace Combat. Well, numbered.
Wow.
How do we feel about Assassin's Creed 3?
Better than people give it credit for. Should go back and actually beat Ace Combat 3. It's just, boy, that game's so much worse than Ace Combat 2 and Ace Combat 4. It's so sluggish.
Oh, so it feels bad to play?
Yeah, it's weird because Ace Combat 2 is just really, really fucking good, and Ace Combat 3 is just... It feels like you're playing in molasses.
Hello.
Hello, Harley. Welcome to the arena.
The arena?
Everything's on fire. Because I made it that way.
Everything's always on fire.
I thought you fought the last guy, right?
Yeah, well, it's fun because if characters are defeated in the story, they will get replaced by new low-ranked ravens. So I gotta go in and clean those guys up too. Just to get rid of all of them.
Well, your competition.
Yeah, they need to know. And I assume I get some sort of amazing, great part that I'll definitely use.
I'm gonna go. See you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright.
So, what are your current impressions of the Armored Core franchise?
They are... It's my bullshit, specifically, as someone who likes, video game systems where you can tinker with things. I am now the top-ranked pilot. I get the... It's something called the Finger. Let's find out what it is. Will it be...
It's a finger blaster, right?
Oh, shit. Look at this. It's a special quad barrel machine gun.
What's so special about it?
It looks like a hand. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright. I'm trying to remember if there's... Emergency energy recovery. Auxiliary radiator. Ooh. Radar jammer. It'll be fine. Surely this will be able to defeat whatever I come across.
Yeah, I mean, these games are known for being easy, right?
Yeah.
We've completed our analysis of information acquired by the research team. A representative from the Artificial Intelligence Office is thought to be on site. What's going on in this location? The only way we can hope to... We're sending you into the facility.
Alright. I think this is the last mission of Silent Lion.
Wait, have you played For Answer already?
No.
Oh, so you don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, no. The
I'm waiting.
The 4 answer... The 5 answer.
So this is more of a 3 answer.
The major fall and the minor lift. That's also done. My chicken cutlets got a little too crispy.
Oh. Hey, it's better to overcook chicken than undercook it.
I mean...
That's what cowards say.
That's what alive say. I was gonna say that I've spent too many years cooking to cook anything other than perfectly cooked chicken.
That's a lofty ambition, Harley.
That's a very bold claim.
Listen, if the chef who ran my chefing program saw the chicken I just made, she'd fail my ass. She'd send me back to my fucking bedroom.
She'd say, no. You have failed.
You'd be sent back to your bedroom without dinner.
Quite literally. I went to chefing school in the Conservation Corps, which is basically just bootleg military.
Cool.
So, yeah.
When I joined the bootleg military, we had to make our own Mickey Mouse plushes.
Our own. All the same PT, none of the extra benefits. And way worse pay, if I'm being honest.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Hey man, the Army really... Not to get too political here, but the Armed Forces of the United States would very much like it if you enlisted. And they will say and do whatever they need to.
Which is wild, because they don't even need soldiers right now.
I mean, if all the soldiers are quitting, then
yeah, but
we're gonna
what
run out of
if
soldiers.
what if we've got to invade China?
That seems like a strikingly bad idea.
Yeah,
When
no,
was the
that's not.
When was the last time someone invaded China and it worked?
The
Boxer
Mongols.
Rebellion. The Boxer
Japan.
Rebellion. Oh, yeah, no, Boxer. Oh, yeah, Japan. Well, no, that didn't work. That did not work.
Yeah.
But no, the Boxer Rebellion. That's the last time the U.S. invaded China, where Arthur MacArthur got his fame.
Okay, now, how much of China do we still own after that?
Well, we didn't own any. We just got to kill a whole lot of Chinese people.
Listen, sometimes you got to make sure that I'm not even gonna make that joke.
Make what joke?
Be
Make
careful. You're on stream, dude.
it.
Yeah, I'm
make
on
it.
stream. I'm not
Make the
gonna
joke.
make jokes about violent military interventions today.
Today. Well, actually, hold on. You are, however, playing an Armored Core game, which you could argue makes violent interventionism jokes pertinent to the context of the game.
It's true. Listen,
Wait, are there jokes in Armored Core?
no.
No, but like
There you go.
the context of the video, like the content of the video game,
Uh-oh.
would make the jokes relevant.
I'm gonna
So
have
if
to
there
fight
were jokes in
Andros
Armored
here
Core,
or something.
there would be relevant jokes.
Yes, I don't know. I'm not even following my own train of thought anymore. I'm so excited about eating this chicken.
I'm also excited that you get to eat
I'm
that chicken.
happy for you. Oh, we gotta fight a... Do I have to fight a big, fast robot?
It's so fucking hot.
I know, a difficult thing to believe. In an Armored Core game, what if you fought a big, fast robot at the end?
That's unbelievable.
What if you fought a robot who cheated?
Yeah, what if you fought a big, stupid, fast robot who cheated?
System phase 22-4. Engaged.
Oh, look, it's a stupid, fast robot who just flies around everywhere. I know, crazy, right?
I'm gonna have
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that that what appears to be the final boss of an Armored Core game is a stupid, fast robot who flies everywhere.
Ah, back Jesus. I'm so glad I have a dumb dog. If my dog were any smarter, she would be traumatized by the number of times I've accidentally tripped over her.
The dog
It's
doesn't
okay,
just think
dogs
that
are
you
willing
hate her
to
for no
forgive.
reason.
Ah. No problem.
Oh, come on.
Have a little salad, please.
Hey, could you please stay still long enough for me to go blah, 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 blah. Just you wait, it's gonna get angry now.
Confirmation check.
Now you have to fight 3 of them!
Disconnecting.
yelling about?
The rest is up to you.
Raven, please copy. Over.
So do Armored Core games have actual like plot and narrative, or like
Kind
FromSoft
of,
fan versions?
but not really.
Of plot and narrative. Oh, okay, so it's like
they're
FromSoft
basically like
plot
Dark
narrative.
Souls plots, where it's like, it's a lot of illusion and it's a lot of.
So it's kind of plotting where they don't actually have to write anything or use effort.
They actually put a lot more effort and writing into it than you'd think. They just don't let you see it unless you go and look for it.
Now, you see, the lore of Armored Core Silent Line. So it starts 5,000 years ago, when Gwyn, the Lord of Fire, creates the first Armored Core. And he rejects the fire, and instead pilots a giant robot. Now his son, whose name is not mentioned, rejects this. He rejects the Armored Core. And so you can read in the tarnished head part right here. The tarnished head part says, part of Gwyn's original AC, its heat-resistant capacity, is proof of the Lord of Cinder's flammability.
So was the Armored Core inside of all of this the whole time?
As you can see, the Dark Armored Core, the Armored Core. Anyway, I just beat Silent Line. So
I'm looking forward to the new Armored Core. We have to do a corpse run back to your old core to get your core points, so you can get core grades.
Yes, as you can see, the core tendency system, where you need to. How do you feel about my Vati Vidya impression?
Very good. A+.
All right. Well.
So what's the next Armored Core game?
Nexus. Nexus is the first one that lets you use dual analog controls like a real video game.
And what year did it come out?
2004, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Also, if I want, I can do Extra Arena, where I fight 2 ACs at a time. But I'm not going to do that.
That's what the people demand.
We're not going to do that. We're going to play Nexus.
Oh, are you starting Nexus tonight?
I've already played a little bit of it. I've started at least each generation of Armored Core except 5, because 5 does not emulate well.
Isn't 5 the one that was on PS3?
Yeah, 4 and 5 were on PS3. And 4 and 4 Answer seem to run mostly fine on RPCS3. But 5 does not. Anyway, here's my current cool guy loadout. What if 2 shotguns?
Go on.
What if 1 shotgun and another shotgun?
So is it a shotgun that shoots another shotgun that then shoots the shot? No.
One arm has a shotgun, the other arm has a shotgun, and in the hangar bays are a handgun and a laser blade.
A razor blade?
A laser blade.
Laser blade. Oh, okay. Just gonna go through with razor blades, just
razor
cutting
blades.
fools.
Hell yeah.
We're about with the razor blades in its fist.
Alright, a biosensor is recommended to aid in target acquisition. I have a biosensor! On this very armored core! Uh-oh. That's not a biosensor.
Main system engaging combat.
The cultivation tanks are located underground.
Eat shit. Blat, 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 blat.
You know, an argument could be made that because of the lock-on mechanic in most Armored Core games, that Armored Core is actually the predecessor for idle shooters.
Well,
Absolutely not.
Target destroyed.
No. I refuse.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so that's why 2 shotgun good.
Because you see, Armored Core's primary gameplay loop is not necessarily about aiming, so much as it is about dodging and positioning.
Yeah.
Which is how idle shooters are played.
Listen, I bought
Absolutely
that Halls
not.
of Torment game.
Absolutely not.
I bought that Halls
Under no
of Torment
circumstances.
game. So I could be playing that right now.
You could be playing anything right now.
Yeah.
Like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, the 1994 classic.
Listen, I could be playing Max's Big Bust, a Captain Nekarai Tale, or its sequel, Max's Big Bust 2, Max's Bigger Bust.
Tell me more about these big busts.
As far as I can tell, they are Australian-developed, anime-inspired visual novels.
And who was it that went and let the Australians make video games? They shouldn't be allowed.
Targets remaining.
What exactly is your target that you're destroying?
I'm destroying bioweapon pods, I don't know.
Bioweapons, I mean...
That's
Like
why I
Las
needed a
Plagas?
biosensor on this, AC. Not that it really matters, because, shotguns, you just kind of go blat. And, as you can see, I'm using the chicken legs. I'm trying those out.
You know, I think unironically, hi ZP, I think unironically, my favorite Armored Core mission is just straight up the first mission in the first game.
Where you
because
destroy
you
the
get
rioters.
Well, yeah, you get told that you're going in and destroying an invading army that's occupying an industrial sector. And then, like, 19 missions later, if you read the right email, you learn that the invading army was actually just rioting union workers.
That's so deep. From Software geniuses. Their writing is so deep and multi-layered, like we can't even possibly understand what they're trying to go for.
Now you see, the first chicken leg was created in order for the Armored Core to jump really high. It was created by the Chicken Lord, who is referenced in this ring description right here.
I don't even know what I came into. Is this still a COVID fever dream?
Hello, COVID fever dream. How are you?
Hey ZP, are you dead? Did you die?
No, I'm actually on Paxlovid.
Oh, so you got that Paxlovid mouth.
There are 3 very large pills, I will say that, but they
Did they make you feel good?
I would say I'm feeling better.
Okay,
But I'm not here to talk about my COVID. I
Yeah.
come bearing gifts.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do this earlier. Unfortunately, I had oh wow, that's brain fog? Is that brain fog? I completely lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you brought
That's
gifts.
brain fog.
Ah, right. I come bearing gifts. I know that I wanted to share this earlier, but unfortunately I was not able to because I had vacation, and then I followed vacation up with getting COVID.
Illness.
And so now I'm going to treat you and your audience with something that happened a few weeks back. So Billy Joel.
I've heard of him, yes.
Yes.
An Uptown Girl.
Yeah, well, a certain Billy Joel song has been redone by Fall Out Boy.
Oh
no.
And it's called We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh,
so it's a
that one.
redo of We Didn't Start the Fire. And the people of Fall Out Boy say that this takes place. These are events from 1989 to 2023. All right. So, verse 1. Captain Planet Arab Springs, LA riots, Rodney King. So, right off the bat, what the fuck is Captain Planet doing there? Next to Arab Spring, LA riots, and Rodney King.
So
it was an incredibly political cartoon in that time period.
Yeah, but
So-
nobody fucking remembers Captain Planet.
I do.
I do. I didn't even watch it and I remember it.
All right. We'll keep going. It's gonna get better, I promise. Deep fakes, earthquakes, Icelandic volcano. Oklahoma City bomb, Kurt Cobain, Pokemon. Tiger Woods, MySpace, Monsanto. And can't forget their GMOs. Harry Potter, Twilight, Michael Jackson dies. Nuclear accident, Fukushima, Japan. Crimean Peninsula, Cambridge Analytica, Kim Jong-un, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Then it's the chorus. We didn't start the fire, it's always been burning. Since the world's been turning, we didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we're trying to fight it. Okay, this is verse 2. More war in Afghanistan. Cubs go all the way again. Obama, Spielberg, explosion, Lebanon.
These are all events.
Unabomber, Bobbitt John, bombing Boston Marathon.
Bobbitt John?
He's the guy with his wife that snuck into all of those soiree parties for celebrities.
Okay.
But also, very weird that one, they decided to put his last name first and then his first name, but also, why is he in with the category of Unabomber and Boston Marathon bombing? They needed a word that rhymed with B.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was just that they needed an event that.
But also, there's probably a better event. Balloon Boy, War on Terror, QAnon, Trump gets impeached twice, Polar Bears got no ice, Fire Fest, Black Parade, Michael Phelps, Y2K. Boris
I love
Johnson.
that they included their fucking direct competition song.
Yeah, that's. Boris Johnson, Brexit, Kanye West, and Taylor Swift.
Fucking Jatsu in the chat. What is going on?
So, the thematic categorization of all of this, like putting Boris Johnson and Brexit in with Kanye West's thing with Taylor Swift, I'm gonna say is a little awkward. Stranger Things, Tiger King, Ever Given, Suez. I'm probably not rhyming that correctly. Oh, fuck. I just saw how they start verse 3. Alright, Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook, Columbine, Sandra Bland, and Tamir Rice.
The fuck?
Okay, this is...
Like, if this was like an intentional shitpost, like, sure, yeah, go for it. But like an actual sincere thing?
I mean, this...
No, Harley. Putting the killing of two non-white people in with school shootings is a bad call. Whoever made that call, that was bad. You don't do that. You put it in a different verse.
Fallout.
It's the verse about gun violence in America. It's there for a reason.
No, then why is the next part of the verse ISIS? So it goes Sandy Hook, Columbine, Sandra Bland, and Tamir Rice. ISIS, LeBron James, Shinzo Abe blown away. I feel so fucking bad for LeBron James.
I mean, that last part there is like an accomplishment, though.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not super sold on the second part of the verse, but like
Meghan Markle, George Floyd, Burj Khalifa, Metroid. All right,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna put my quarter down. Metroid started in the 80s.
What are we talking about?
Oh, hi, Justin. You're here just in time.
Hi.
Burj Khalifa,
We're talking
Metroid.
about Fallout Boy's cover of "We Didn't Start the Fire."
I mean, to be fair, Metroid did make a massive comeback with the release of its first mainline game in like 15 years.
Yeah, and it was bad.
Metroid Dread?
You fucking take that back.
No, I don't like Metroid Prime.
Yeah,
I'm on record in saying that I don't like Metroid Prime.
We have a noted bad take boy over here.
I'm talking about Dread.
Oh, Dread. Oh, that's good though, Dread.
Okay. All right.
It's not as good as Prime.
Meghan Markle, George Floyd, Burj Khalifa, Metroid, Fermi Paradox, Venus and Serena, Michael Jordan 23, YouTube killed MTV.
Okay,
that
you know
last
what,
one,
actually-
that was clever. YouTube
Okay, you know what?
killed MTV.
Actually, I don't think Meghan Markle and George Floyd should be in the same verse.
Why
Really?
are they with Sandra Bland and Tamir Rice?
And also, the Fermi Paradox shouldn't be in this at all, because I'm fairly certain the Fermi Paradox has been a theory floating around
Like the 30s.
It's been rolling around for a while.
for a very long time.
What is this again? Fallout Boy, what? We didn't...
Fall Out Boy's cover of We Didn't Start the Fire, they updated it to include events from 1989, which is where the Billy Joel song stops, to 2023. Now, we're going to reach something where I have to read their statement as to why something was not included. All right, so let me finish. So YouTube killed MTV. SpongeBob... Okay, YouTube killed MTV. SpongeBob. Golden State Killer got caught. They put SpongeBob with the Golden State Killer. And then they follow it up with Michael Jordan 45. So Michael Jordan is in here twice. Woodstock 99, Keaton Batman, Bush v. Gore, I Can't Take It Anymore.
Is there more than one famous Michael Jordan?
No,
There's
he
Michael
just came
B.
back from
There's a
retirement.
Michael B. Jordan.
He came back from retirement to play for the Wizards, and we forget about that because he wasn't very good. Okay, the final part. We've got here. We're here. We're here. Elon Musk, Kaepernick, Texas failed electric grid, Jeff Bezos, climate change, White Rhino goes extinct. Great Pacific Garbage Patch, Tom DeLonge and aliens. Mars rover, Avatar, self-driving car, electric cars, SSRIs, Prince and the Queen both die. And this, they just had to end it this way. World Trade second plane, what else do I have to say? Now, some people pointed out that the song does not include any mention of COVID. Let me go ahead and pull out their official response as to this. We believe that COVID has so much ubiquity that it would not have caught in a song. Also, we were having difficulty trying to rhyme, as if this fucking song values rhyming.
So, three things. First, the first mention of the Fermi Paradox is in a unpublished manuscript from 1933 from Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, who is a Russian rocket scientist. Two, R.I.P. the real ones, the white rhinos. I can't remember the third one.
Also, this is let's just be very honest. Let's be very honest. Both this, I guess you could say the Billy Joel song also has this problem, but it feels especially heinous in this version. This is very Eurocentric. Like, how many people outside of the United States remember Balloon Boy?
How many people outside of the United States care about Fall Out Boy?
Hey.
In
Question.
the year of our Lord,
Well,
2020.
there was.
I was about to say, I thought Fall Out Boy had just disappeared into obscurity at this point.
No, they keep making music and it's bad.
Is there a Balloon Boy other than the character from the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise?
Yes, from like 2009, 2008.
2008, 2009, it was a hoax.
Yeah, that boy, he was not actually trapped in the balloon, Harley.
What the fuck? What?
His parents just fucking
Google
lied.
Balloon Boy hoax.
It looks like we still need more
I swear to
You're having a
God.
good time.
for your help.
You know, everyone said that Paxlovid tastes bad. They were not lying.
But there's something that there's one thing I want to add on to the questions asked of you, ZP. What the fuck?
I follow Anthony Fantano, and he shared this, and I thought it was hilarious, and I wanted to share it with you.
Where?
First up, Balloon Boy's legal name is Falcon.
I'm pretty sure that kid in 2008 wasn't named Falcon.
No, yeah.
He was?
The Balloon Boy hoax occurred on October 15th, 2009, when a homemade helium-filled gas balloon shaped to resemble a silver flying saucer was released in the atmosphere above Fort Collins, Texas, by Richard and Mayumi Heen. They then claimed that their 6-year-old son, Falcon, was trapped inside it.
I want to send this
Damn it all.
to.
Wait,
I'm gonna put this in Braden's chat, so is that, let's say, the Music Man. The actual song, let's say that you're someone like Justin, a Mr. Music Man.
I'm a music man? What?
Yeah, you listen to the musics.
I listen to
Hold
a lot
on.
of music.
Can you
but, like,
can you go through like
No,
the last...
I mean, Fall Out Boy's pop punk, so that's close enough to metal.
I liked From Under the Cork Tree a long time ago. Do they still sound like that?
I need you to click this song and just listen to it like for a minute and just.
Can you, ZP, can you go through the last two stanzas again?
All right, I'm more than happy to. So I'll do the entire verse 4. Elon Musk, Kaepernick, Texas failed electric grid, Jeff Bezos climate change, White Rhino goes extinct. Great Pacific garbage patch, Tom DeLonge and aliens. Mars rover, Avatar, self-driving electric cars, SSRIs, Prince and the Queen die.
Right, okay, cool. I remembered the third thing. Y'all remember back in 2017, in like the second year of Trump's run as president, when the government just straight confirmed that aliens exist because they were trying to cover up some nonsense Trump was doing?
Well, they confirmed that UFOs exist. We have no idea what those are.
Yeah.
None of that shit is real.
It was just a
No, but like they tried that. They really tried.
Harley,
I can't remember what Trump was doing at the time, so clearly it worked, but like...
Don't overextend yourself.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If Area 51 actually had aliens, we had 4 years of Donald Trump, someone who can't fucking keep a secret to save his goddamn life. If there were aliens...
Yeah, they confirmed that there were things that they could not identify.
Yeah, like the Navy, like had like recordings of stuff that they had no idea what it was. And
I
that was it.
fully believe that if aliens are real, the reason why Trump didn't leak them is because there was a guy standing next to him 24/7 for his entire presidency, ready to just fucking ice him in cold blood.
There are no aliens.
I said if.
There are no aliens.
I'm
Let's just make that
entertaining.
Let's just make that very clear.
I am entertaining a headcanon.
Okay. Headcanon.
Oh shit!
But also,
guys, the finger gun's available.
But also, Harley, that even wouldn't stop Trump.
No, I'm
that
saying
still
that
wouldn't
like.
stop him.
I'm saying that like the guy was standing there on site next
He would
to
have
him.
fucking said aliens at least once at a
Absolutely.
MAGA rally. What are you talking about? He would have fucking leaked that shit.
It
That
doesn't
is
have
true.
to be real for Donald Trump to say to the MAGA rally.
He would have fucking done it. Anyways, Justin, what are your impressions of We Didn't Start the Fire?
It's a pop punk song. I've heard 1,000 of them. A handful of them are okay.
Have any of y'all ever played the Fermi Paradox video game?
No.
It's a game where you play as multiple civilizations in the galaxy, all of whom are attempting to reach out into space to confirm whether or not other alien life even exists.
Mm-hmm.
And like the big the goal of the game is to have a civilization make contact with another civilization. I've got like 40 hours in it and I've never completed the game.
Is it like a strategy game or?
It's like it's a decision making game. Like you don't, there's no like fighting or real conflict other than the cold unfeeling vastness of space. So like one of the things you have to do is like you have to guide each civilization to the point where they are technologically advanced enough to even understand that space is a thing, and then help them develop the technology to communicate through space or travel through space. And then once you get to that point and you like say you send a signal out into the galaxy, there's no guarantee that any of the other civilizations that you're also commandeering will even still be alive by the time the signal reaches their planet.
Anyway, I put more ammo on the box on my robot, so now the 2 machine guns can fire more.
Nice.
Ooh.
Actually, I just want to add one last thing. We should thank Fall Out Boy for reminding everyone as to why We Didn't Start the Fire was obnoxious in the first place.
Yeah,
when it came out.
I think even Billy Joel says, like, I had to stop performing that song live because I just couldn't do it.
Jokes on Fall Out Boy. I already knew why it was as obnoxious because I've listened to the Homestuck version.
I think the music video is really good. I sometimes play the song for like history class just as a fun little break.
Billy Joel's version?
Yeah, Billy Joel's version, sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't hate the song, but it's stupid. I'm not going to go listen to it again.
Yeah, and also as Harley pointed out, like they're gonna reference one source of their competition, the Black Parade, but there were I don't know, there's like other pop punk groups that were just as big.
No one is as big as MCR in the pop punk genre. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it really depends. If you count Green Day as pop punk.
Does Green Day count? Does Blink-182 count?
Green Day technically is pop punk, and they definitely sold more albums.
What about Blink-182? Aren't they considered kind of the biggest band in that genre still?
Yeah, kind of, probably.
Do we all hate Blink-182?
Well, the critical difference here
Am I supposed to hate Blink-182?
The critical difference
no, modern Blink-182 is just bad.
I'm talking about like the early like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pre-Angel Airwaves Blink-182.
But Blink-182 should have done what most bands should do when they get old, which is do all your shit live and age with your audience. But they keep making new music, and that's a problem.
The critical thing here is that I don't like Blink-182, and I don't care about Green Day outside of like 4 of their songs.
That doesn't change the fact that they are
The
critically.
facts are what I perceive them to be.
Like I was in middle school in the mid 2000s, and I seem to remember a lot.
I remember
of Green Day
Dookie.
stuff.
I remember the Dookie versus Nimrod debates in school. And it's
Fucking what?
It's Dookie.
I'll be honest. I didn't actually listen to a lot of like radio growing up because at the time when a lot of these bands were getting super big, my mom's then boyfriend refused to allow us to like listen to popular music because he felt that the music industry was full of nothing but sellouts and fakers.
Fucking holy shit. You have no idea. So this was something that was told among the Bay Area punk group, but the minute that Green Day signed with a major record label, the punk scene in the northern Bay Area, which is where I live, turned on them so hard that they actually found one of the bandmates' mother's workplace and surrounded it.
Anyway,
and,
that's a bunch of assholes.
Your targets are the
yeah, so I don't know.
Destroy them all.
People sell out for a reason, and the people who are fiddly about selling out suck.
Well, it wasn't like it wasn't. I won't say it wasn't. I won't say he was like that. It was more that he was like a. He was a. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say these words in this order. He was a South Texas trance DJ.
Right.
I
mean,
so he just didn't like music, and I refuse to call the things he did like music because it wasn't music. It was noise set to a beat.
Well, that's what all music is.
That can constitute music.
I mean, when I was growing up, the Northern California music scene was pretty fucking good, or even just the California rock scene. Like we had Green Day, we had Bad Religion, we had The Offspring, Rancid, NOFX, Pennywise, and then Social Distortion before they went on hiatus and Danelle died. But yeah, like, it was a good time to like rock and punk in California in the 90s and even the late 90s.
We have Between the Buried and Me, which I don't even like.
Hey, Braden, you get anything out of these ads?
I do, actually.
Like 2 cents.
Like, yeah, like a minuscule amount of money. But I do, in fact, get some level of pay.
Okay, cool. Then I will continue to have my Twitch-specific ad blocker turned off.
Or you could just subscribe to the channel.
I'd say he's gonna make more money if you subscribe.
Did you know if you subscribe to twitch.tv/arbitrarywater today, you too can help get ad-free viewing for yourself?
I love you, Braden. You're a friend of mine. I have no fucking money ever.
That's fair.
I had a free Amazon Prime subscription.
Yeah.
Braden was the lucky one.
Did you know that the geometric shape TBD of Dubious Character Action games could be next week if we reach enough donors? Anyway.
How many is enough?
I believe it is on my Twitch page how many more I need.
5.
You have 5 more sub points.
Yeah, that's right. If we get to 10 subs, I will force myself to play X-Blades.
What's your favorite Armored Core thus far, Braden?
3.
Joku has raised a good point. Your missiles aren't hitting anything.
It's true, they weren't.
Did you win?
What was my subscriber goal? I forgot. I need 3. I think I only need 3, and then I think the rule was I was gonna let Braden pick another game for me.
Oh, cool. These terrorists want to hire me.
Oh, I thought you were calling yourself a terrorist, and it's like, you're not far off. You terrorize me.
Mm-hmm.
That's only fair, ZP. You terrorize the internet with bad adventure games.
I mean, the weird thing is Braden picks good adventure games, so he's not even on brand for me. He's probably gonna pick something like Broken Sword.
Engaging combat.
Yeah, I need 3 more followers. I should change that.
Which Armored Core is this? Is this?
This is
still
Nexus.
Okay, so is this like one of the spin-off games, or?
No. So basically, this is technically Generation 3.5 of the Armored Core series. Because they added dual analog support. But basically, they used the engine they had for 3 for like 5 games. Okay.
I mean, this is the era where it seems like developers and publishers were trying to just make an engine that could be used for everything. So
they put out one Armored Core game every year between the years 1997 and 2006, I think.
That's a bunch.
Anyway, that was not the build for that mission. Which means it's time to go back to double shotguns. What if I had 2 shotguns, Justin?
2 shotguns is always good. I need to go back to playing Trepang.
Yeah.
Run around with 2 shotguns. Should do it this weekend. Go finish that. My understanding is
just
it's not
gotta
very
improve
long.
this thing's ECM defense a little bit. Maybe give it some extra defense. So in this game, the big thing they added is the ability to just you can tweak your stats even more, because these games are made by sick people.
Is there any? Do you feel any like pre-Dark Souls DNA?
A little bit. I mean, a lot of it is just they really all right, you cannot tune your guns, alas.
All right, so for the real question, is Armored Core good?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll get back to you when I play Armored Core 6.
Oh, Joku's playing Exo Primal.
Oh, is that out?
It is.
Oh.
On Game Pass, no less. Alright, so as you can see, I have 2 shotguns, and then when I run out of shotguns, I have 2 pistols. Flawless. Perfect.
You think there's a reason why Capcom and Sega are like the 2 Japanese developers that have like been the most accommodating and open to Game Pass?
It's because Microsoft throws money at them.
They also have the advantage of being very large.
And independent.
Yeah.
Well, Sega's merged with Sammy, but yes.
Sega Sammy, more like Sega
Also, it's
Slammy.
because this is the only way anyone will ever play Exo Primal.
Yeah, that
is
game
true.
doesn't look great. Yeah, I'm not trying to slander this game. I just think that game and all the stuff they've shown of it doesn't look great.
What game?
Exo Primal.
Exo Primal.
Was Biomutant any good?
No.
Some people seem to like it.
It's got that
generally
Eurojank
speaking,
energy, at least.
The reception seems to have been mixed.
I like the tabletop game Biomutant is based off of.
What game is that? Is it just called Biomutant or
Bio? I think it is just Biomutant. Wait, hold up. I might be misremembering games. Sorry, I'm thinking of Mutant Year Zero.
Yeah. That game's okay.
Biomutant, which I have actually played. Yeah, it was pretty good.
My feeling on that game is like it turns out I maybe have very low tolerance for let's say any sort of like, hey, you need to solve a stealth puzzle before you do this encounter, otherwise you die.
What game is this?
Mutant Year Zero.
What was the game that developer recently released that was supposed to be a lot better?
Miasma Chronicles. I have heard less than good things about that game.
Oh, okay.
Published by Funcom. Sometimes forget they even exist, and then I have to remind myself that Conan MMO does a lot of money. Oh, that's right. They're also going to do...
There's still one more set.
Alright,
yeah,
Suijoku.
Yeah.
By the way, ZP, you said you have COVID.
I do have COVID.
Sound like you're feeling okay, though.
I'm on Paxlovid.
Oh.
Second enemy wave approaching.
Oh,
We'll see if I feel better.
I went to a physical therapist for the first time on Tuesday about my leg.
How does your leg feel?
I mean it hurts a lot actually. Like that's kind of what made me go. Is it's gotten like significantly worse over the last week. Basically, since I started this solar job, it's just gotten worse.
Because you're standing all the time, or
because I'm walking all the time.
Oh.
I do like if I take out my lunch and my break time, I walk about 5 hours a day.
Yeah, that's a lot of walking.
But I went to the physical therapist and she did like a little exam and she was like 4 of the 6 tendons in your knee are like scuffed.
Danger.
Like bad.
She said that they are unstable.
That's not good.
Which, as far as I've been able to figure, is like the middle point between functional and torn.
So you're saying you're not completely fucked, but...
Will be if you continue standing for 5 hours a day.
Yeah. So now I have she gave me like a bunch of exercises for strengthening the muscles in that area of my leg, and I just kind of do those now.
That's good.
When I asked her like how long I should do them, she was just like, no, you do these, you just do these. This is just a thing you do.
Oh no, have I accidentally gone down the route where I'm helping terrorists?
Uh-oh.
I always called you a terrorist, and I didn't know that it would actually come around.
Braden the terrorist.
Finally. Alright. I've been going for 2 hours.
Congratulations.
Let's see. How about we call it here?
Okay.
And I will raid Joku so you can see that dinosaur game in the 2 weeks it's going to have people playing it.
Is there any kind of single player to it?
I don't think maybe. But
they should have just
I need to
done
go
a Dino Crisis game.
All right.
So thanks everyone for watching. I'll maybe I'll play Zelda.
Bye.
This weekend. Bye.